One defining characteristic of Chinese civilization is that it appears to have no beginning. It is like a great river without a source, not because it truly lacks origins, but because its essence resists being simply confined to a specific starting point. Unlike civilizations that can be precisely marked by a moment of birth, it presents itself as a stratified existence, much like an ancient geological formation, continuously accumulating, integrating, and reinventing itself over vast stretches of time, ultimately blurring the lines of its earliest boundaries. This quality of beginninglessness stems first from its unique formative mechanism. In the late Neolithic period, the land of what would become China was not home to a single embryonic civilization, but was dotted with numerous cultural centers. The painted pottery of Yangshao, the jade artifacts of Liangzhu, the ritual remains of Hongshan, each blossoming with distinct brilliance. They did not relate to one another in a linear sequence of replacement. Rather, through prolonged interaction and exchange, they fostered a shared consciousness of a cultural community. This suggests that from its earliest germination, Chinese civilization possessed a foundation of pluralistic integration. Its origins were multiple, networked, rather than singular and clearly defined. Even more crucial was Chinese civilization's conscious dismantling and reimagining of beginnings. The transitions among the three dynasties, Xia, Shang, and Zhou, were not mere changes of rulership, but a profound movement of civilizational construction. The Zhou people, with their deep capacity for historical reflection, wove themselves into earlier traditions through adaptive interpretation and narrative shaping a concept of unbroken continuity. Confucius's attitude of transmitting rather than creating, trusting and cherishing antiquity, was not conservatism but revealed a unique logic of civilizational endurance. True creativity lies not in ex nihilo innovation but in continuously interpreting and revitalizing tradition, making every era of the past a flowing present within this mindset. Origins were perpetually redefined and enriched, losing their fixed temporal coordinates. Strait of a river without a source is not a historical flaw, but rather the source of Chinese civilization's remarkable resilience and inclusiveness. Precisely because it lacks a rigid starting point, it could, at critical junctures in history, calmly absorb external elements, from the adoption of nomadic cavalry attire during the Warring States period, to the Sinicization of Buddhism, to the modern digestion of Western learning, without experiencing fundamental upheaval. All foreign cultures were eventually woven into the fabric of this great river, becoming new layers of its flow. This river, without a source, illuminates a wisdom distinct from the linear progressive view of history. It suggests that the truth of civilization may lie not in searching for a pure origin, but in continuous integration and recreation, not in clinging to some original purity, but in maintaining an openness to history and new knowledge. The beginninglessness of Chinese civilization is precisely the secret to its uninterrupted span of millennia. It is forever beginning anew, and thus has never ended within this river. Each of us is both an ancient descendant and a new beginning.